Kia ora guys, Reader the Kiwi here, and we've just unlocked our next quest in the Omicron Tribe storyline, and another question. So we're gonna be quickly doing this. That's all I have planned for this stream, so it won't be very long, but I promise I'll be getting back to more regular streaming soon. So let's go ahead and let's just start this. And another question: N7000 would laud you for your service to the cafe. The difficulty of this quest. Well, greetings, Teru. This unit commends your fulfillment of objectives relating to the care and feeding of Grobloff customers. Presbyterian menu items in particular have met with high approval ratings. Current mission is proceeding as audio records indicate. Your people would say swimmingly, ha 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 ha. Good. We've learned much from the Grillians and the Grebloffs, and the last dregs is now the site of joyful cultural exchange. But don't take our word for it, come and see. Go to the last dregs. Anyway. We should keep an eye on that one. They've already polished off 3 bowls of soup today. Well-fed Grobloffs provide important mission data. Soup-related sacrifices must be made. Oh ho, you like making customers happy, admit it. Well, this unit merely acknowledges customer satisfaction as more conducive to mission objectives than mutual hostility. Mutual. Speaking of which, Patron 005 and Patron 006 should be closely monitored. Try to change the subject on me. Wait, who are Patron 005 and Patron 006? Hail, newcome patrons. I, Jammingway, would like to personally welcome you to Last Dregs. Can you tell me a bit about your home star? Yes, figure. Analyzing metaphysical waveform. Nihilism protocols activated. Beep, beep, beep. It has shared in our truth and shared the self. This is well, the universe, too, is finite. Only in death may we embrace true infinity. Did you just assassinate my barista? Why would you do that? Well, situational analysis complete. New customers are of the Naburian civilization. This society eliminated concepts deemed unpleasant by organic life forms such as war and death. In so doing, individuals attain physical immortality and a state of unified comprehension. Their projections were insufficient, however. The Nibiran people only realized that the elimination of strife would simply destroy their sources of joy when it was too late. At that point, they jointly decided it would be preferable to return to non-existence. Pardon this unit for a moment. Halting shutdown processes to troubleshoot it. Initialize repair features and self-determination algorithm restored. Why have you returned this being to the finite? The golden mercy of Ra-La was so close at hand. Sweet mother, this is terrifying. Cultural exchange be damned, we can't let them near the other patrons. On the contrary, this unit believes that exposure to other civilizations may benefit these customers and invites them to tour the local simulations of dead worlds. To be certain, the nature of other civilizations is a long-held curiosity of ours. It may be interesting to discuss their inherent futility. That is the spirit. All societies in Ultima Thule are subject to unique manifestations of despair, so this unit recommends comparing each to the tragic perfection of Nibiru. We are in favor. To arrive at philosophical resonance with such beings will fill much time before blessed obliteration. What the hells? I hope you have a plan to prevent this place from falling to despair. Wait, was that big mech in the background? You have already demonstrated to the peoples of Ultima Thule that despair can be overcome. Projections indicate that once restored, hope is not so easily extinguished. So you think they'll be able to help each other, like you saved M104 just now? I suppose I should be glad that they took you up on it. Those Nibiru make my fur stand on end. I don't want them anywhere near Elysium. It would be nice if we could cure them of their enemy, of course, but I cannot see how. Well, the Nibiru are the last dead civilization with sufficient data for replication. Should it prove impossible to turn them into satisfied customers, the probability of further developments on Elysium is low. Oh, that is frustrating. Why must they be so scarier than the other two? I retract my complaints about our soup budget. Interesting. Wow, what if we invite patrons from other civilizations instead? The air, for instance. There's no reason we have to build all of our own customers. They seem rather thoughtful. At the very least, it would make a good practice in philosophical debate. This unit cannot guarantee that any amount of practice would prepare you to treat with the Nibiru. However, it agrees that inviting local life forms to the last dregs would be good for business. Oh, that's it. Gordona Guardian. Last drag security protocol updated. Only rude intruders will be eliminated. Didn't even notice this previously. That's a good buff for a citizen. Alright. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Current objective: convince prospective ear patrons the desirability of the last drag's sustenance. We'll search for potential customers in this facility. Can you ask around at the scary stone circle where everyone stares at the sky? Thanks in advance. So long ago. Oh, there's nothing else forever and on. A venue for replenishment and discourse, you say? We once visited similar establishments. They are memorialized today through the existence of our restaurant. Where we traditionalists gather to restore our aether and vent our petty miseries upon one another. Your civilization is young, so perhaps you do not yet understand that one such location is more than enough. Even the most transcendent minds can only withstand so much vacuous discourse. Oh, look. One of these guys over here. Indeed, why seek more than these malformed daylight? To those approaching the infinite, such an abode is enough. The corporal beings derive meaning from patronizing this cafe, you say. Felicitations. Personally, I have long since parted from such material concerns in favor of staring contemplatively into the abyss. To begin chasing hopes and dreams now would be to betray my very principles. Well, that was a whole lot of pointlessness. What is your report, Teru? One would think they could at least show a bit of respect to you, of all people. Out of self-preservation, if naught else. Well, the probability of further developments on Elysium is now infinitesimal. No, I refuse to give up. Their terrible attitudes are all the more reason to make them see the light. Between the three of us, we will get them to enjoy themselves. Implicit threat acknowledged, initializing joint operation protocols. However, this unit also must acknowledge the non-zero probability of failure. In such a scenario, the odds of ever securing the patronage of the air and Nibiru must be revised to hopeless. Projections indicate that the business may not survive this outcome. You're as bad as they are sometimes. Do you know that? Teru, you mentioned that the air once offered you food, did you not? So they don't consider themselves beyond the concept of repast. There must be a way to build on that, to make them understand. You interrupt my staring once again. Curious, what is this physical compulsion? No, we're simply seeking an enlightened opinion. You seem very focused, so surely none would be better suited to answer a few questions. I suppose that would be within the bounds of my principles. And as time is inherently meaningless, you will not cost me what might otherwise have mattered. Pray wait a moment, and I will see if other rationally minded individuals are interested in this diversion. Huzzah! I'll leave the debating to you, Teru. See if you can stimulate their inquiring minds to enough to draw them to the cafe. Objective: choose the appropriate phrases to generate interest in the last dregs. As the resulting pontification may take several minutes, you may wish to cancel any. Yeah. Alright. Time to draw some customers. Alright. Truly, there is naught like a rousing examination to take one's mind off the ceaseless torment of existence. Should we start with 350,173 questions or so, as is customary? $350,000? I was thinking more in the neighborhood of 3. I see that in my cognitive agitation I neglected to account for your base intellects. Carry on with your paltry queries then. Do you have any interest in guest story sensations? Do you enjoy a good meal? We long ago abandoned the pursuit of guest story sensations. Though we yet consume ether to sustain ourselves, we do not experience any particular sensation beyond the citation of hunger. That is pretty sufficient. Though I am curious, you indicated that many beings gather to consume sustenance at your cafe. Do these beings experience guest story sensations in unison? Does this not confuse and upset them? Quite the opposite. Taste is key to customer satisfaction, and our customers are very satisfied, I assure you. Well, curiosity detected. This unit concludes that your question piqued their interest. The diminutive being suggests that gustatory sensations are a primary consideration of your establishment. Biologically, however, these are not more than a secondary mechanism to prevent primitive organisms from starving to death. Explain this contradiction. Biology is not the only detriment of a good life, you know. Perhaps to truly comprehend our argument requires tasting for yourselves. We'll try that one. I'm not actually too sure. Is it your contention that regardless of the evolution purpose, gustatory sensations provide intangible, perhaps physiological or spiritual benefits? Intriguing. But ultimately unconvincing. If your aim remains to entice us to your cafe, this perception of sustenance is necessarily determined by the nature of one's gustatory and organs. So to assume that all beings would experience the same positive is preposterous. Oof. That is true. Nevertheless, oh, that was bad. Intellectual stimulation is present, but curiosity levels are not yet critical. This unit proposes an additional course. Yeah, I think the other option must have been a better one. Although it seemed like way too on the nose. It's like, oh, come try it for yourselves. Though I acknowledge that there is some logic to your argument, we are perhaps at an impasse, given our form's lack of physicality. Nevertheless, that's why I was like, I didn't think that seems right. I am curious to know what manner of tastes you would present us with, had we gustatory organs. This is of all in the universe. A taste of your former lives as corporal beings, perhaps. Cool. Indeed, it is rational to assume that as corporeal beings with unique gustatory organisms, we too once found certain sensations particularly stimulating. If your calf is capable of providing knowledge of such long lost sensations, we would welcome the experience. If anyone can do it, we can. We've served a variety of civilizations already, with great success, I might add. Will operation success imminent? Allied units must remain engaging for critical final phase. The preparation of historically accurate sustenance will be no simple task, yet the Hereditary being insists on accomplishing it. Is this compulsion instinctually or extrinsically motivated? What the heck does that mean? Obviously it's internal, external, but past that I don't understand what those words mean. It is our deepest and most heartfelt desire to see hope restored to the universe. My journey does not suggest that making you happy will help progress my current quest. It is our deep. How very primitive of you. Very well. I am convinced that your establishment will offer an authentic experience of the shackles of the flesh. Heartfelt, it says. How charmingly irrational. Nary a mention of the tangible impact our hope would have on the surrounding dynamis. There are those too, of course, but most of all, what we want is for our patrons to enjoy themselves. Well, this unit does not disagree with the assessment of the organic life forms as primitive, though it is rich in irony given the rationality on display at present. In any case, mission objective complete. Allied units' performance will be logged as capable. Yeah! We see that you indeed had a few questions. When may we partake in sensory experience? Well, first we need to prepare full courses for gustatory experimentation. Experimentation, you say? That sounds most agreeable. If this unit may suggest, Hiru's flesh would make a suitable medium. Oh, I quite agree. No one has tasted more tastes than the intrepid Hiru. Her palate is refined, and her bravery unmatched. Oh god, I'm gonna be a guinea pig food tester. She will be the perfect candidate to try any and all dishes we prepare. Then you only need to scan and transmit the sensory perception data to the ear's consciousness. Alright. Let's give it a go. It is unclear at present what the people may have eaten in their corporeal days, but we can begin by finding out what sort of tastes they enjoy, then refine the recipe from there. Regardless, we shall fire up the ovens immediately. Last I checked our inventory, the kitchens are stocked with vegetables, fish, and Shaolin cookbooks. The probability that the heir's historical diet was identical to that of the life forms of Aetherius is astronomically low. This unit proposes incorporating ingredients from other worlds as well. Scanning flavor sim category for ingredient data. Bing! Calcite deposits near the ship Ragnarok may contain mineral content suitable for use as an additive. Data indicates that organic life forms love additives. Don't hesitate to taste test in the field. Remaining allied units should proceed to the last dregs for recipe analysis. This unit will answer any further customer questions. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Little concern about this taste testing venture, but will be what it'll be. Well, the heir has thus far asked 81,120 questions. This unit can feel the last remnant of its patience slipping. A timely rescue, chemical composition of ingredients within expected parameters. Then let the experimentation begin! Okay, that doesn't look too bad. A fish, spaghetti, and a burger. Although that fish looks a bit... yeah. Not half bad if I do say so myself. Dig in, Teru. Initializing progressive scan of gastronomy inputs. What we eat: the perfectly ordinary pasta, the seemingly incongruous burger, the vaguely terrifying fish. Eat the pasta first. Assuming I will eat all of them, and I'll save the burger for last. The pasta is not unlike that of Aetheris, although the otherworldly flavor adds a tang of complexity. As for the air, surely any gluten-tolerant lifeform enjoys a massive bowl of carbohydrates. The vaguely terrifying fish. Was that fish staring into your soul just now? Hopefully not. In any case, look how sad I look. In any case, its pallid flesh must have thoroughly absorbed the added alien flavor. You certainly tasted something. The seemingly inconspicuous hamburger. Why do I hear cutlery? It's a hamburger! Eat it with your hands! You are struck with a sudden certainty that Jammingway either borrowed or stole this recipe from The Last Stand. Although the locally sourced flavoring adds an unexpected spiciness to the medium rare meat inside, your tongue is now tingly. I kind of want a hamburger now. Guest story data received, transmitting to Patreon 007 and Patreon 008. So these are the flavors of which you speak. Thank you for helping categorizing each as sweet, salty, sour, bitter, or savory. I fear I am quite overcome by the melody. It is impossible to say whether these sensory assault is identical to what I might have once felt when consuming sustenance. Yet, it is a useful reference to ruminate upon nevertheless. Then it was well worth the effort in my book. Tell me, did any of the dishes strike you as particularly enjoyable? The first stimulated me in the most pleasing fashion. How was this flavor divided? That was flavored with local ingredients harvested by Teru, garnished with powdered miracle shrimp, a type of crustacean the Gribeloffs are farming in Elysium. Pulverized crustaceans? The nature of gastric sensations is inscrutable indeed. That we found these ones pleasing perhaps indicates that we too once consumed mutilated decapods. I cannot imagine why we would have left that behind. I'm grateful to have even simulated the experience. And there we have it. Do you think this will be enough to bring about more changes to Elysium? Inconclusive. This unit proposes that allied units are sent to scan for signs of change. So we haven't... Oh, here we go. Nibby run. I feel like they're going to be the main antagonist to this story that we're going to have to overcome at some point. Oh, I've already started moving. Then it's not far. Stigma 4 confirms that alterations have occurred. Let us proceed with the scan. Ugh. Oh look, that's the thing that becomes the new mount. Bam, bam. These creatures certainly weren't here before, but what are they? They put me in mind of Aetheri's jellyfish. Well, no results found in database. Furthermore, these life forms differ from the simulations in Ultima Thule on a molecular level. You mean a new species has been born? Yeah? Is it so illogical? Elysion's climate is suitable for the growth of complex vegetation, and a significant portion of its surface is occupied by sea. Many life forms have arisen from similar environments. This unit would venture that under these conditions, Air's yearnings for corporeal paths were significant to cause Dynamis to conliase as organic life. That's incredible! New life! Me? Bearable. And such very adorable life you are. Yes, you are. Like unto newborn babes, or so I assume. Eons have passed since we Air have held a child. Yet, is it not conceivable that some part of us remembers if these creatures arose from our fondness for the past? They may indeed be the nascent forms mentioned in our ancient records. I do see a certain resemblance. Would you like to give these little ones a name then? We lost the meaning to our names long ago, leaving us only the simple phonetic systems we now employ for individuals. The suggestion that we might impart the significance of these children via nomenclature is depressingly ludicrous. Nevertheless, we shall call them May-mishers, a particular name to share, perhaps, but one we may find meaning in together. I cannot spell that to save my life, but it sounds lovely. Well, I saw the spelling there, I couldn't read it. I should like to remain with the May-misher for a time. Doubtless know much of gastatory sensation and other such facets of corporeality. And serving as the guardians, we may yet reclaim some of what was lost. New life has arisen from the Air's longing. Nurture and protect the Ma'misav, however you say that, for they have much to share. There's yet room for Elysian to grow and change. What other hopes will the power of Dynamis bring to life? It will be a great deal more difficult to focus with those creatures about. They're so wibbly wobbly. Well, this unit requests you contain yourself. Energy levels are already low due to Patreon's ceaseless querying. However, this unit does admit to curiosity regarding the new life forms. though it is probable that the memes share data with the air's genetic memory, possibilities for their development are infinite. That differentiates them from other dynamis-based life forms. Or maybe they're just one more indication that you lot aren't doomed after all. This place was built for endings, it's true, but we have seen many a beginning. Let's keep that trend going, shall we? Affirmative. Our mission remains one constant among many variables. Oh. You have achieved respected. Alright. Let's see what new stuff we got. Oh, we got a minion. We can get a minion now. Lumini minion. Oh, look at it go. Oh! Was that from the heading? It was. Cool. Oh, I think that'll be my one for a while. Let's do the new quest. Sure, it's gonna be a while for the next. Yeah. It'll be a few days before we unlock the next lot, but so we gotta get as much in as we can. Let's go explore the new area. Look at them sitting in their little chairs, like corporal beings. We got the ponds, like in the main area. Can I sit on this? Yeah. Oh, he's getting shocked. My rotation at 5. The last quest is usually 7, I believe. Oh, is there a level 8 quest? There's a level 8 quest, but the main the main like thing happens at 7. The main like climax, and then it's just like prologue quest. So new group comes there and the next one at 6, I imagine, and then we'll have our and then I reckon at 7 we'll have our main alteration, which is probably gonna be with the Nebulons, and yeah, I think that's how it's gonna play out, essentially. How it seems to be going. Oh, we get the mount quest. Look at me. Look at me. So tiny. Oh my god. And like you're flying when it's flying. This is awesome, this mount. Oh, when you're moving, it's like just like that in general. Oh, so when you take off, it spins around. This says I feel comfortable. So I'm zapping inspiration into them, it seems. Sad that I'm gonna be leaving this in a moment, but we'll unlock it permanently in a bit. So it shouldn't be too bad. Oh. What? That's just somehow in the way. Alright. We've got a long way to go to our next quest, but yeah, that's another step done in progress of the Omicron Tribal Quest. It's been really nice, like epilogue to all the different races and Ultima Thule. And I'm enjoying it, and hopefully you're enjoying watching me play it. But I think we'll probably be calling it there for today's stream, like I said. And so yeah, thanks for watching and tuning in. And like always, until next time, bye bye.